Moms are sexy. I have a thing for moms.
Welcome to Luvbites. Luvbites.
You know PhD is pretty huge dick.
Luvbites by Dr. Tara. Hope you're having an orgasmic
They're
day.
obviously fucking you for a reason. So, like, just do your thing. Just do your thing.
Welcome back to Love Bites by Dr. Tara podcast, my loves. Today with me, I have the lifestyle thought leader, Yoatzi Castro. Having an orgasmic day?
Always. I wake up having an
Always.
orgasmic day.
Are you like a one orgasm girly or multiple orgasms girly?
Oh my God. Can I be honest?
Yeah.
I feel like only one a day because I don't know
Love
how to
that.
have more than one a day.
Also, I love when you said, can I be honest? Like, it's all honesty here. And
Okay.
normalizing, like, dude, like, one a day is max.
Yeah.
It's great.
But I want to have more than one a day. I just
Okay.
don't know how yet. So
Oh.
you can tell me about it later.
We'll get there with a little bit of sex coaching.
Yeah, I just need sex coaching.
Yeah. I mean, multiple orgasm life is pretty good.
Yeah,
And it's
I
not
bet
as
it is.
time consuming as what most people think.
I feel like it would be so time consuming for sure.
That's
That's the first thing that comes to mind.
that's the stereotype. It's
Yeah.
like, I got no time for multiple orgasms.
I'm like, I don't
oh,
have
yes,
the time.
you do. Yes, you do, girl. Okay, so we met at a cosmetic
Event.
lifestyle event.
Yes.
And I was just so drawn to you
Oh, thank
because of your,
you.
like, you're so genuine, you're so sweet.
Yes.
You ask
thank
amazing
you.
questions.
I was asking you that day. I remember asking you so many sex questions. I was like, wait, what about this and this and this? I was just taking advantage that you were there.
Yeah, you're like, okay, free session, let's go.
Yeah, I was like, go. I need to learn everything I can.
I love it. Oh, I'm so excited to have you here.
Yes, thank you for having me.
A lot of what we talked about was your motherhood. Like being a
Yes.
mother and like having a sex life. Tell me more about your like motherhood. How has it been?
What part? The motherhood or the sex part?
Both.
Both.
Yeah.
Well, motherhood definitely keeps me super busy, you know.
also, you
Sometimes-
look like you're 19.
oh my God, that's like the best compliment.
Well, you're like, I have 2 kids. I'm like, what?
And no, actually, you know what's crazy? On social media, especially when I go live, people be telling me that I look like I'm 30 or like 40. They
What?
be telling me that I look so old, and I
No.
get so sad. I'm like, 40? I'm like, I'm 27, you guys. Yeah. But yeah, mom life keeps me super, super busy. Sometimes, honestly, I don't even have time for sex, like if I'm being honest.
I think a lot
I
of
feel like
moms
that's
say
for
that.
all the moms, right? Because
Mhm.
we're so busy with like work and then making sure our kids are good that sometimes that kind of just like falls far back.
How do you take a little bit of time just for you?
So lately, what I've been doing is keeping them on a good night routine and making sure they go to bed by like 8:30. And that way I have the rest of the night for myself, for whatever I need to get done. And that has been like the life-saving part of my life right now. Because then after it's just me time. But then I end up going to bed super late because I end up enjoying me time so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about the sex life?
Okay, if I'm being 100% honest, I have not had sex in like a month.
Okay.
That's sad.
No, a month is not long. Trust me.
But I mean, I was in a relationship, so
Mhm.
I was, you know, doing it pretty frequent, but right now I'm not. So it's literally been a month. I think this is the longest I have gone without sex.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know, having sex, like sexual frequency is so subjective and so different
Yeah.
for everyone. Some people are super like sexually satisfied with sex once a month.
Oh, wow.
Some people once every 2 weeks.
Oh my
Some
goodness.
once a week. And then some it's either every day or every other day. So it really just depends.
It just depends.
I guess my question for you would be, what would be your ultimate like desire? What do you think is something that you look forward to?
And like how often to be doing
Yeah.
it. I wish, honestly, realistically, like every other day would be perfect. I feel
Really?
every other day.
So you have a
yeah.
pretty high sex drive, like
I-
sexual desire.
I do. When everything's all good and I feel like really good, I feel like I'm very, like I want to have sex a lot.
You also have like very sexy energy.
Oh, thank you. It's the Scorpio, maybe. Maybe it's the Scorpio.
Oh,
in
it
me.
is.
Maybe.
It totally is.
Yeah.
Yes. Wow.
I
So
think it's the
have you
Scorpio
always
energy.
enjoyed sex, or was there a time in the past where you like did not enjoy sex? Or have you always been this like
No,
person?
so actually at the beginning, I feel like I was very shy with sex, I guess.
Mhm.
I was kind of like just really nervous. Like I
Mhm.
remember when I first started having sex, I would always cover myself up. Like I would always cover
Really?
my
Wait,
boobs.
you had sex with clothes on?
I would just cover myself. No, not with clothes on, because obviously the dude would be like, take off your clothes. But I would just like give me a pillow and like I'd cover myself. And I was just
Really?
so embarrassed. And like now I'm like, why? I had like a perfect body when I was young, right? But I would always be super, super shy. And I'd always be like, you can't look down there. Like I don't know. I was super
Yeah.
shy. And then eventually, after having, more partners and just like getting older, there was a point where I was just like, oh my God, like, what am I doing? Like, this is supposed to be fun, I'm not supposed to be hiding. So I was just like, fuck it, I don't care. Just like, woo,
Ooh.
and started having more fun with it. And now I feel like that's where it's at. I just love to have fun with it. But I was super, super shy at the beginning. Yeah. So now, like, seeing the difference between like when I first started having sex to now, I'm just like, oh my God, I've evolved.
Yeah,
I've embraced it.
you've really embraced your
Yeah.
body and your sexual confidence.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to me, like moms, in my imagination, moms are the sexiest.
Yeah. I
Because
can
you
agree.
got that mom energy and the juice and
Yes.
yeah, moms are sexy. I
And
have a thing for moms.
it definitely takes some getting used to like the mom bod, I would say. Because
Yeah.
like at first I was very like, oh my God, like the stretch marks. But then again,
Mhm.
like I did get some work done. So I
Mhm.
think that boosted my confidence. But just being like, who cares about the stretch marks? Like
Mhm.
intimacy is just about like having fun, and being
Mhm.
with that person. So it's just like, I don't care. I don't give a shit anymore. And just like take everything off and
Oh.
go for
You
it.
said so many things that are so important that I hope everyone listening,
Yes.
older or younger people, understand like your sexual confidence comes from your self-esteem, which
Yes.
is how you see yourself and your own self-worth.
Yeah.
So what you had just explained is like you shifted your perspective to like, listen, I love myself.
Yes.
I love my body.
Yeah.
And this is the way it looks right now and I love her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it's definitely a loving yourself type of thing. Like,
It really is. And
cause
it sounds woo-woo. When we
it
talk about
does.
self-love,
Yeah.
but it is. Like it really is.
That's literally what it is. Cause before I would be like, oh, like what if the guy thinks my boobs are like too saggy, or
Mm.
like what if like my tummy's, and I'm like, I feel like at that point it's like that's no fun if you start thinking about
Yeah.
that stuff. It's literally like, look, as long as you love yourself, who cares what they think? They're obviously fucking you for a reason. So
Mm.
like just do your thing. Just do your thing.
What advice would you give to like teenagers or young people in their early 20s that are like, oh, I'm so ugly?
Oh my God, girls, like, stop saying that. You are
Mm-hmm.
not ugly. You are beautiful. Like, because I used to be that way.
Mm-hmm.
I used to be like, oh my God, like, I'm so ugly. I'm too skinny. Like, it takes a lot to love yourself, but literally dig deep. And literally, as cheesy as it sounds, you have to love yourself, because you
Mm-hmm.
literally cannot have love for anybody else if you can't have love for yourself
Mm-hmm.
first. So I really want to emphasize how much you just need to get to know yourself and fall in love with
Mm-hmm.
yourself for
Oh,
sure.
I love that.
Yeah.
And I have a few practices that I do to, build and maintain that like self-love and self-esteem.
Yeah.
And one of them is journaling and just writing down like
Oh,
why I'm so
yeah.
awesome.
I need to do that.
Yeah.
When I wake up, why am I awesome today?
Yeah.
Or why was I
I
awesome?
love writing because for me like pen and paper is just great. But I also encourage my followers or my clients like you can just do it on your phone too.
Right.
Just type it on your phone. Like why am I so awesome? Like 3
Yeah.
reasons why I'm amazing.
Literally. Oh my God, do that,
And
everybody.
the more
Whoever's
you do
listening.
it, the more frequently you do it, like you start to believe in it. Your brain is a
Yeah.
supercomputer, and the more you tell it things, the more you're gonna believe in it.
Yeah, I believe that 100%.
But you, as a mom and a huge influencer and or thought leader,
Thought leader, yes.
and like business owner, entrepreneur, having kids and trying to date and have sex and all of these things, like that's a lot of energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm drained by the end of the
Do you-
day.
Are there certain days that you're more productive, less productive?
I think it just depends. This last couple week, I was on my time of the month. So that's when I'm the
Mm.
least productive.
Mhm.
I hate it so much. I get like a hormone attack and I get so depressed. And I'm just like,
Oh.
I'm done. I don't want to do nothing. I'll be like dying for 2 days, two,
Oh
three
my
days. And that's when
gosh.
I'm the least productive out of the whole month.
Girl, okay, you need this health shot.
Oh my gosh, what
This
is it?
is Magic Mind.
Ooh.
And I've been drinking this for weeks now, and my
Wow.
productivity is insane.
Can I try it?
Yes,
I'm
yeah.
so excited. This is probably literally what I need right now after oh my
Yes.
God.
You can drink the whole
Oh, it
shot, you
smells
can sip.
amazing.
Yeah, it's matcha and a lot of other healthy things.
Oh wow, that's so yummy. Oh my God, I love it.
Ooh. And what I really like is it's a like maintained, prolonged energy rather than like sometimes if I drink like espresso, I'll like
Right.
crash.
You crash. That's literally me. When I drink
Yeah.
like coffee, by like a few hours later, I'm like, I'm done.
Yeah. That's why for me,
Oh,
like
this is
Magic Mind
great.
is a good like middle of the day maintaining my caffeine level and my energy.
That's me. I'm gonna be drinking that all the time. I need it.
Same. When you talk about your confidence, that was very inspiring.
Oh,
Like
thank
when you share,
you.
like, oh no, I was insecure and
Yeah.
you had like a pillow on your boobs and
Oh,
stuff like that.
yes.
How would you recommend young people that are my audience, your audience, or even older people who still feel that way about their bodies? Like, my body is not where I want it to be, or that like I feel so insecure about my body. How did you change your perspective?
It's really hard just because I can totally understand when your mind is in that spot of like, oh my gosh, I don't like my body. And like it's sometimes like a block and you can't really get out of
Mm-hmm.
it. It's really, really hard. But I think make little changes every day that you think are going to get you to the spot where you want to be.
Mm-hmm.
So if you think, oh, I want to feel more fit to feel more confident, start taking those little steps
Mm-hmm.
to get to the goal that you want to be.
Get on
Whether,
a treadmill.
yeah, whether it's working out or just start eating healthy, drinking more water, just
Mm-hmm.
start making those little things every single day. And I feel like that's going to start helping you feel more confident.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just doing little things every day.
I love that. And
Yeah.
I don't know if you know this, but this is backed by science.
No
Yeah,
way. Okay, I did
yeah.
not know
In
that.
positive psychology,
Oh,
in
wow.
order to build and boost your self-esteem, you have to set small goals and
Huh.
continuously accomplishing them. So then you feel good about
Wow.
yourself.
Wow, I'm giving
Yeah,
amazing
look at
advice.
you.
Okay, it's backed by
Miss
science.
PhD in
I know, for real.
life.
I got a PhD and I didn't even know.
Oh, you know PhD is pretty huge dick.
Really? I love that. Pretty huge dick. Is that you? Because you have a
Oh, my
PhD.
dick is massive.
You know what
Like,
I've said? I've said to my friends, I was like, you know what? I feel like if I had a penis, it would be huge.
mhm.
I've said that so many
I
times.
also, but I like small dick too, so all dicks matter.
All
Uh,
dicks matter. Yeah.
okay, I know you love Disney.
I love Disney.
Okay, so
Yes.
the first segment will be a game.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Okay. What is it? What's the
It's a
game?
Would You Bang
Ah!
Disney version.
Oh my God. Okay.
Okay, Prince Naveen or Prince Eric?
Oh my God. Prince Eric. Prince Eric, real quick. Bang him real quick.
Real quick.
Yeah. Prince
Okay,
Eric.
Mother Gothel or Jafar?
Oh my God. Can I say neither?
No, you have to bang one of them.
Oh, I'll go with Jafar. I think Jafar.
I would go with Jafar.
Yeah, because he's like really bad,
I like
right?
that costume.
Yeah, I think
I
the
like
costume is giving me some sort of fantasy. So we'll go with Jafar.
Yeah. Okay. Li Shang or Flynn Rider?
Flynn Rider.
Simba or Aladdin?
Aladdin! I love Aladdin.
Really?
Yes, I love Aladdin.
I also love the
He's-
song.
he's
It's
so
like one of my
bangable.
favorite songs. Like the I Can Show You the World is one of my
I'm
favorite
talking
songs.
about bangable and you're talking about all the cute part. You're like, I can show you the world.
Oh, I feel like he'd be a really good lover.
Yes, he would be an amazing lover.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jasmine, Princess Jasmine is so lucky. I wish I
She's-
could be Princess Jasmine.
Last but not least, Miss Incredible or Lanny from Lilo and Stitch?
Miss Incredible.
Ooh.
With those curves. Oh my
Ooh.
God, yes. Miss Incredible all the way.
Okay, Miss Incredible is the one with the long arms, right?
Yeah, with the
Ooh.
thick legs. She's
Mm.
thick.
Oh yeah, her
Yeah.
butt.
Yes, her
And, like, where
legs,
can
her
those
thighs,
arms
everything.
go?
Oh my God, yeah.
She's probably really good at fingering.
Probably.
Maybe fisting.
I
Maybe-
bet so. Yeah, Miss Incredible all the way.
Okay, so the next segment of my show is answering questions from my followers.
Okay.
Yes, you do this on your platform too.
Yes.
Like
we do
answering
that.
questions from your followers
Yes.
and giving them some guidance.
Yeah.
So you're like big sis today. And you're
Okay.
gonna be giving people guidance.
Okay, I'll do my best.
I'm the sex expert and you're big sis, and we're gonna help people.
Awesome. Okay, let's do it.
Yes.
Let's do it.
And if you'd like to ask me questions, you can always ask me questions on Instagram, on TikTok, and go to my website, lovebites.co, and click ask. And then you can ask me all the questions.
Wow.
Okay, so first, Candlelight asks, my wife is pregnant. Okay, this is in your realm.
Okay.
Still wants to have sex.
The
Sorry,
wife
it
still,
says,
the pregnant wife still wants to have sex.
yes, my wife is pregnant, still wants to fuck.
Oh my gosh.
Do's and don'ts for safe pregnancy sex.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm trying to just go back to when I was pregnant. Think
Girl,
about
it's
all
not
the
that long
sex.
ago. You have a 1-year-old.
You know, like 1.5. But
Were you sexually active?
I was about to say, I think I was like the beginning, and then once I started getting big, it
You're
was
like
so
waddling.
hard. One, it was not comfortable, and two, that confidence was not there. I was, because I feel like when I want to have sex, I want to feel amazing about myself, and I just could not with this big old baby lump in front of me. So I was not there. But hey, props for her. Amazing for still wanting to have sex. That's amazing.
I've read like safe pregnancy sex book when I'm basically like prep for my lectures, and I remember I mean it's a long book, right? I can't be talking about that right now, but I remember the 2 tips I learned that I was like, oh wow, basically it's great for me for when I do get pregnant in the future, and also
Yes.
to teach people is number one, because of the logistics, don't think of sex as just penetration. Like
Right.
sex can be so many different things, and if we're so fixated on like, oh, it has to be like penis, vagina, penetration, then we're so limited to like, oh, well, then I
Right.
can't have it because my tummy is huge.
Yeah.
Right? On the other hand, like if you think of sex as a variety of sexual things that you can do to feel connected to each other, then there's so many things to do.
Yes.
Like a long list of things.
Like you can do oral.
You can do
And oh
oral.
my God, that is so
You can do
helpful.
anal.
I wish I would have done anal when I was pregnant, but to this day, I have not been able to successfully do anal. I'm such
What do
a
you mean
pussy.
successful?
It hurts,
Like the tip goes in, and then you're like, no, no,
And
no,
then
no,
I'm
no,
like,
no, no.
I can't. Literally every time I like panic and I'm like, no, stop, 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 stop. And like, it's like a fantasy of mine to literally successfully have anal.
We can talk more about that.
Yeah.
Yes. After our session.
Yes, after our
Yes.
session.
The second tip that I learned from that book was never be too shy to use a ton of lube. Because when you're pregnant, the
Oh,
hormones are crazy.
insane.
Yeah, it's up and down and up and down. And,
Yes.
using lube can make it so much more comfortable.
Yeah.
Oh, another bonus tip is like, don't penetrate all the way.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
just to be safe.
Huh.
Mhm.
Okay. I think when I'm trying to remember, but when I was pregnant, I think we were doing a lot of like me on top
Mhm.
because it's like safer. The
Yeah.
guy's not on top and it's not scary. So I was doing a lot on top, and I think I was doing a lot of doggy. Yeah,
Yeah,
because
those
it's
are the
just
easiest
it's the easiest.
positions.
Yeah, just to be safe.
Cowgirl and doggy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what? I do remember every time after sex, I would be so like sore down there. Your girl down there is not the same. So
During
like,
pregnancy?
yeah, during
No.
pregnancy, it's probably all the hormones. They do a bunch of weird stuff. But I was just so sore down there. And I was just like, oh my, like I would just want to rest
Oh.
for like 30 minutes after.
Oh, do you have a name for your pussy?
No, I
Oh,
don't. She's
let's
just
come
my
up with a name for
girl.
your pussy.
Yeah, we need a name for her. Right now,
What's a
she's just my
hot
girl.
Spanish name?
Oh my God.
Okay, my pussy is usually Sasha.
Sasha!
Yeah,
That
she's
sounds
usually
fierce.
Sasha. But
Okay.
when she's drunk, she's Shoshana.
I need that because my sober girl and my drunk girl are two very different girls.
Very different.
Yeah.
Shoshana is very demanding. Very demanding, very assertive, very horny.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sasha's horny too, but Sasha's more like, yeah, I'm willing to do like slow sex. But
She's like
Shoshana was like,
casual.
fuck me.
Fuck me. I need to have names for my girls.
Yes, next time.
Next time, I'll
Next
have the
time.
names. I'll be like, I
Yes.
have them.
Yes, love that. Oh, wow. The next question is already in the realm of what we're talking about. Sammy asks, best positions for female orgasms. And I want you to start first. Like, what are the best positions for you?
Definitely me on top.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You're like, I know how to maneuver
I
this.
know what to do. Yeah. Like just let me borrow your penis for a little bit. Just lay there and I got this. And I know exactly what to do. But I wish it was the other way around. You know, sometimes I wish like it was the dude who knew what to do and to like get me there. But I'm just like, move on. I got this.
I love that. So do you have like reliable orgasms from you being in charge?
For the most part, yes. But for me, I feel like it is a mental thing a lot.
Mm.
So if I'm stressed out, if I have too much work, or if I'm worried about my kids, I will not get there,
Sex is
unfortunately.
100% a mental thing.
Yeah.
Like, the physical part comes after. Like, the
Yes.
first part is the mental
The
thing.
mental thing. But if I'm
Mhm.
not mentally 100% there, I can rock all I want, but I
Mm.
will not get
And
there.
you're thinking about other things.
Yes.
Like, "Oh, which preschool should I take my
Literally.
kids to?"
Or I'm like, fuck, did I submit what I needed to submit earlier? Like, and I hate how like my work thoughts or like stress factors come in when I'm having sex because I just want
Mhm.
to enjoy my time.
Yeah,
But
so in sex therapy, we call that intrusive thoughts.
oh, fuck
And
these intrusive thoughts.
everybody experiences intrusive thoughts.
They're so annoying.
You know, the number one practice to basically help you with not having intrusive thoughts is meditation.
Huh, I've heard about that. I just haven't
Mhm.
done it, but I've definitely heard about it.
Yeah, I feel like being a mom too, meditation would be really good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, like even it's like 2 minutes
No, literally,
of closing your eyes and breathing.
I had a therapist and she was like, "You
Mm,
need to meditate." I'm like, "I know, but like for me, it's a task too that I
mm.
have to schedule,
Schedule it
and
in.
I
Do you have
hate
like a
it.
Google Calendar of everything?
Basically, my phone's
Yeah.
just like to do. Yeah.
It's like 2 minutes, close my eyes and breathe.
Literally,
Yeah,
yeah. I'm like,
yeah.
have sex from like 2 to 2:15.
Do you put in your masturbation time?
Oh my God. I actually just started experimenting with toys not too long ago.
Tell me more.
Very, very recently, because I feel like I was always just like, okay, I need to have sex to get to my point. But I was like, you know what? Sometimes I can do it by myself. I don't
Yes.
need to be having sex with men to get to
Mm.
where I need to be.
It's very empowering.
Yeah, and I found the Rose little vibrator.
Oh
I
my
got that. That's my
gosh.
first toy, you
It's
guys.
the clit licking.
Yeah, it's just like, and I
Yeah.
was like, oh my God. When I first tried it, I was
Oh
like,
my
what
god.
is going on?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
clitoral orgasm is like so satisfying.
You know what though? It's so weird. I haven't been able to orgasm with it
Takes a
because
while.
it takes a while.
Yeah.
I feel like it's my body's still kind of getting used to it. So I
Yeah.
just gotta practice with it. It's my bestie
Ooh,
right now.
I love it.
Yeah.
I was gonna say the question was about best sex position for female orgasms, and I want to say first off, never neglect the clit because the clitoris has over 10,000 nerve endings, and
Yes.
she is literally the pleasure center of a woman.
Yep.
The clitoris exists for nothing else apart from pleasure.
Right.
Nothing
Literally.
else.
That's all it's there for.
Does nothing else.
And I feel like men, if you're watching this, just remember to, softly, like the
Yes.
PlayStation remote, have you seen that thing when
Yes.
they're like, and then
Yes.
they're like, it's like this, guys.
Yes.
Like it's literally
Yes.
softly, gently. You don't have to go
Like
freaking.
10 times less.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Literally, what you think you're supposed to do, bring it down all the way.
Yes. Yes. It is like the taking the corners in Mario Kart,
Oh,
not like
yeah.
pumping the balloon on Mario Party.
Yeah, literally. Oh my
If you
God,
play
I
those games,
love
you know
that.
exactly what I'm talking about.
That's literally
Taking the
it.
corner on Mario Kart and not the pumping the balloon on Mario Party.
Yes, literally that. Like at all times, if you're gonna play with the clip, be gentle, be kind,
Yes,
you know.
yes. And also like love also having it wet first,
Oh,
so like
yes, that
oral
too.
love like when guys like go down on me, lick it
Yes.
flirt first and then like play with the thumbs, like do all of that.
You do all of that.
Do all of
Yes.
that. So to me, that's the first position you should know. And
Oh,
then
okay,
the
okay.
next position is your position, cowgirl.
Okay.
I think with women that understand their bodies and pleasure center,
Yeah.
like their G spot and their arousal spots, cowgirl's the easiest way to
It's the
go.
easiest, yeah.
Yeah.
But girls, really take the time to experiment with your body and see what
hmm
you like. Because I feel like every girl's different.
hmm
Everybody's different.
Yeah. Before I got comfortable with cowgirl, the other position that I have always had orgasms with is doggy.
What?
Yeah.
How?
My body is that way.
I love doggy, but I can't get to orgasming that way. I feel
Really?
like because there's nothing touching my clit.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, here's pro tip. Doggy, but vibrator in front.
Oh, I'm trying that. I'm
Yes.
trying that. Hitting up my ex,
So
trying that right
penetrate from
now.
the back and then vibrator in front. And then you
Oh my
get
gosh.
combo orgasm.
Okay.
Yes.
Magic.
Oof.
Putting that rose to use.
Combo orgasm is intense.
Oh
Sometimes
my
like I just
gosh.
come and I like squirt everywhere.
I've never squirted in my life. Gosh, my
Oh,
sex life
you
is so
totally can.
boring.
No, it's not. No, as long
I'm
as
just
you're
getting
having
there.
as long as you're having fun
Yes.
and you're coming.
Yes.
Yes. But overall, the combo orgasm is like one of my favorite orgasms
Okay.
ever.
Please tell me more about that because I'm curious and I don't know what
Yes.
that is.
Yes. So that's where I have vaginal orgasm and clitoral orgasm at the same time.
How do you know the difference?
You just know.
You
You
just
just
know, you
know.
just feel
And it
it?
just doesn't matter because at the end you just come so hard. You
Oh
come
my
so hard. It's like one of my
gosh.
favorite feelings ever.
Wow. Because I think the
As well as
one,
eating cake, but
oh, I think the one that I've experienced the most is the clit orgasm. And
Mhm.
that thing is literally out of this world. I feel like
Amazing.
they last me forever too. When I'm like
Yes.
orgasming, I'm like,
Tingly, and then it makes a penetration feel
oh,
better. Yeah.
amazing. And it
Yeah.
literally lasts maybe like, I don't know, 10, 15 seconds. It can last
Yeah.
forever. I'm
Yeah,
like,
it does feel good. So
yeah.
you can ride that and then like while doing penetration, like ride that feeling too to like experience that combo orgasm. It's amazing and it's worth like keep trying
That's my next goal.
and squirting.
And squirting. Yeah, adding that to the
There are so
list
many
of
things in
goals.
life when it comes to sex to try. Like even
Yeah.
for me, there are still so many things I want to try.
That makes it fun
Yeah.
though, because I feel like if you're not looking forward to trying new things, it kind of makes it like it's like
Yeah.
basic, casual, every day. But I think that's what makes it exciting. Like, okay, you
Yeah.
want to try something different? You want to try something new? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fun.
And for me, I mean, there's no vanilla shaming. If you're vanilla and that's like the only thing you enjoy and it
Yeah.
gives you pleasure, that's fine.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But if you're a Scorpio,
Ooh. Scorpios are sexual and adventurous.
yeah.
Okay, last question. Kara asks, advice for rekindling my marriage. I guess depends on how long. Research
Hmm.
suggests there is a 5-year hump, a 7-year itch, and a 10-year hump.
Huh.
Yeah, so a 5-year hump is like the relationship feels like a little dull, monotonous. You've just had like routines.
Yeah.
And then the 7-year itch is where research have found patterns of cheating. Yeah, around that
Oh,
time.
that's
And then the
scary.
10-year hump is probably usually when people have children and they get into this like routine
Hmm.
and maybe haven't had sex for a long time. So there's that hump too. So rekindling the marriage.
I would say, oh, that's so hard.
Hmm.
Especially the cheating one. That's scary.
That is.
But I would say, like, literally what we were just talking about, try something adventurous and different.
Hmm.
Like, if you're a dude out there and you're not open to anal,
Hmm.
get open to anal and let your girl fuck you. You know how fun that would be?
Pegging.
Yes.
Yes.
That would be so fun. That would
Yes.
definitely rekindle a marriage.
A lot of
Hopefully.
a lot of women are so interested in
Yeah.
giving that pleasure to men.
Yeah. That one
Yeah.
day I'll be able to do that too. That's like a fantasy of mine too.
Yes,
Yeah.
love it. A pegging sexual
Yeah. Like
fantasy.
taking charge.
Yes, do it, girl. You got to come back and talk about it.
If I successfully get to do it one day, I definitely will.
And you will. You will. Put your
Yeah.
mind to it, put your grind to it,
And it'll happen.
and it will happen.
Yeah.
In terms of rekindling your marriage, I think there's so many studies
There's
out
so
there
much
and
stuff.
books and lots of different, sex experts talking about them. For me, from all the things that I've studied and learned and researched, there are a couple of basic principles that people should adopt in order to have a more fulfilling sex life in the long run.
Okay.
And the very first thing is having a curious mindset. And
Okay.
it's kind of what you just said.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when you stop being curious about sex, about your partner's sexuality and about trying things, then that stops everything else.
Yeah.
There's no trying unless you have a
Literally.
curious mindset.
Yeah, that totally makes sense.
What are you curious about recently about sex?
Anal, like I said, that's a
Mhm.
big one for me. I want to
Mhm.
successfully be able to do that. And
And
I've
enjoy
actually
it, right?
and enjoy
Yeah.
it because I know some people are like it's not for me, but I feel like just the thought of it is sexy.
Scorpio.
Yeah, I'm like the thought of it is so sexy. Like I would make myself enjoy it because it's so sexy, you know? But I feel like having a threesome too is something that I've been thinking
Ooh.
about. Just
Girl, we
like
have to have another episode after you try all of these things.
I know, I'm like, okay, Dr.
You're gonna
Tara.
come back and be like, listen,
Look
I
what
have
I did.
5 stories.
Yeah, but I feel like having a threesome too is something on my bucket list just because it's like I said, it's also fun and
Yeah.
adventurous and different.
It is very fun.
And I feel like I don't want to get like super old and be like, damn it, I should have had a threesome when I was younger.
Oh, like you're like 80 and you're like,
Yeah,
oh,
I'm
I
like,
wish.
damn it, I should have
And not too
experimented.
late when you're 80 and you can still have a
You can
threesome.
still have a
You can-
threesome. But right now, my body is like good, you know? I want
yeah,
to take
you're like,
advantage
let's
right
do
now.
it.
Yeah, but that's something that I've been like thinking about. Like,
Thanks for sharing that. That's very vulnerable. I think a lot of
Yeah.
people are too afraid to share.
Yeah.
So I think that's really meaningful that you shared it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So that's the first principle is having a curious mindset.
Yeah. And I have a very curious mindset.
I can tell, and I love that.
Yeah.
The second principle is communication.
Yeah.
You have to communicate and express what you're interested in and what you want to try and what your desires are. If you're going through a period of life where it's like extremely stressful, for example, having a 1-year-old
Mhm.
or, going up for a promotion at work, or maybe you just lost your job, or maybe you
Yeah.
lost a parent and it's
Yes.
so stressful and, hard, give yourself some grace and
Yeah.
communicate that to your partner.
Yeah.
Because sometimes like the partner that has like a higher sex drive and is not getting it usually like feel neglected and feel like their partner no longer desire them or their
Oh,
partner is not attracted to
yes.
them.
Yeah.
And that's a sad feeling.
It is a very sad feeling because I've had that, but I definitely do think communication is key, 100%.
Yeah. Talk to
Yeah.
each other.
Talk to each other for
And it is
sure.
hard.
Yeah.
But it takes one person to start talking.
And then it'll just like a little
Yeah.
domino effect,
Yes.
hopefully.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. if
So that's
it
the
goes
second
good.
principle that I thought of in terms of rekindling the marriage. And then the third principle, I would say, is putting in the effort. People often say, oh, I want my sex life to be better, but then they don't actually do anything. You
Right.
say things, but you don't do anything.
Yeah.
You have to do things.
You know that one piece of advice that you told me when we were at that one event?
Sex fast and sex feast.
That what was it again?
Yeah,
That was like
so
amazing.
It's a great way to reset a lot of long-term relationships, and their passion is having a certain period of sex fasting.
Mhm.
And this includes touch. So no touch.
Right.
No touch at
Oh
all.
goodness.
Yeah, so that you reset yourself and maybe you deprive yourself of touch. Maybe it resets your desire for touch and
Yes.
desire for connection and sexual energy. So some people do 7 days, some people do 2 weeks, some people do a month
Oh, that's
of
crazy.
sex and touch fasting. And then they commit on going on sex feast.
Oh my
So let's say
goodness.
you do a 7-day fasting,
Okay.
no touch at all, and then 7-day feast, a sexual activity every single day for 7 days.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's one way of like we teach people in sex therapy or sex coaching
Yeah.
to reset the long-term relationship like dullness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that could be a fun way to rekindle a marriage.
Yes, that's a really good point. I'm so glad you
Yeah.
brought that up.
Yeah. Well, you taught it to me.
Sex fast and sex feast.
Yes.
Yes. Are you gonna try?
Yeah. I'm gonna put it on my bucket list.
I'm gonna-
Gonna do
Okay.
it.
Gosh, the bucket list is getting
It's getting
very
so
long.
long. I'm like, here it is.
we
by the
got
end
we
of the
got to talk about it
episode.
later too. Okay, so the last segment of my show is called 5 Quickies with Dr. Tara,
Okay.
and it's the fast round.
Okay.
So I'm going to tell you something and just whatever response you have.
Whatever response I have to it.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Use your instinct. Use your motherly instinct.
Okay. Motherly instinct. Got it. Okay. Okay.
Okay, there's a lot of Spanish words that my producer prepped that I might be butchering. I apologize to all my Latinx listeners in advance. Number 1, putting chamoy and tahini on his dick and licking it off.
Delicious. Down. I'm sure it'll probably burn him though, but I'm down. That
Maybe
sounds
he
like
likes it. Maybe he's into,
It's a pickle. It's a chamoy pickle feast. That sounds delicious.
Number 2, your lover calls you pera in bed.
I can't. No perra. Just because it makes me think of my brother. Because my brother is like perra. So I cannot be thinking about my brother while I'm having sex.
Is he a dog?
He calls himself the baddest perra. Like the baddest bitch. You know, in
I
Spanish, the baddest
see.
perra. But that's all I could think of. When I think of perra, I just think of my brother. So
And
I
you
can't.
can't do it in bed.
I can't.
Immediately lose the sexiness.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my God, no.
Okay, number 3, do you participate in the stereotype that Latinas get back shots with a cross around their neck and on the wall?
I feel like I wish I could, but I can't. I'd have to like close my eyes. If there's a cross staring at me, I'd be like, can we turn around? Like,
you-
can we do it this way? I don't want.
Okay, do you have a cross in your bedroom?
I do not for
Okay.
those purposes, for those reasons. I'm like, God is watching me. I can't.
I feel like sometimes when I see a cross at like a sex party.
Do you close your eyes too? Or?
So it's actually not like a cross, like religious cross. It's like for other things. It's a sex equipment,
Oh.
but it just looks like a cross.
Oh my goodness.
But you know, if you have a complex, you see it as a cross.
I would think God is watching me. I'd be like, oh my God is judging me right now.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Number 4. What happens if your abuela don't like him?
Oh, I'd find a way to convince my abuela to like him. If I really like him, I'm like, well, you know, Grandma, here's what I like about him.
Doesn't matter a lot what she thinks.
I feel like, well, my grandma's no longer here. But if she was here, I definitely would care about what my grandma had to say.
It's a
Yeah.
cultural thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It matters a lot. What my entire family has to say really, really matters to me, for sure.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
so sweet. I think that's the similarity with Asian culture. So
Yeah.
the families are really tight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my family were like this. We're super
Okay, number
close.
5. Guys that say, take her swimming on the first date.
A lot of thoughts come into mind. Like, I feel like,
I mean, you always have like a beautiful set of makeup on your face. Like,
Yeah.
you're a well-known beauty influencer. It's like one of your things.
but I don't know how it would feel if a guy was like purposely trying to wet my face on the first day. Like, if he wants to take me swimming, he just really wants to see my face. He wants to test the water, so I don't know how I'd feel about that. Like, he wants
Oh,
to see
see
like,
your
let
naked
me.
face.
Yeah.
I see.
I'm like, I'd question
Hmm.
him a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, I might like other things on my face, but probably not ocean water.
Oh, not ocean water. Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much for having this conversation with
Yes.
me.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, I love having a conversation that is sex positive and empowering with moms.
Yes, for
Because
sure.
again, I have a thing for moms. But I also think like the society is like half of the society is moms.
Yeah, no, 100%.
And a lot of times they are neglected in sexual wellness
Oh yeah,
conversations.
100%. But
Yeah.
moms, you're sexy. Remember, you're always sexy.
You are sexy. And
You're
you
even
fuck.
sexier
You
in bed.
fuck.
Yes. Probably they fuck better than like not moms, you know? Moms
And
probably
they're
fuck
generous.
really good.
And a caretaker.
There we go. Yeah.
Where can everybody find you?
All my social media is literally Yoatzi. TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Just search up Yoatzi and I'll pop up.
Oh, I
Yes.
love this conversation.
Thank you so much for having me. I loved it.
Of course. And my loves, thank you so much for listening and watching till the end of the episode. I love it so much and I can feel the love. Again, if you want to ask me questions, you can go to my website, lovebites.co. And don't forget to follow me on social media. It's at lovebites.co for Instagram and TikTok. Other than that, have an orgasmic day. Bye.
Thanks for listening. This was Love Bites. Love Bites. By Dr. Tara. Follow Dr. Tara on social media at lovebites.co. Have an orgasmic day.